All right, comic fans, here's the video you all been waiting for, no doubt. We settled back in after Emerald City Comic Con 2024 with a fantastic convention weekend. And now we get to what you all been looking to see. What did I pick up? So here's my haul. So this video will serve as part haul video, a little bit of a recap of the show, and specifically from the comic side. And then full recap will go up on my website. But let's get into it. All right, so let's talk Emerald City Comic Con and the comics I picked up, the comics at the show, a little bit of a recap about the show overall. First, I want to say thanks to everyone from the Emerald City Comic Con and the Repop press team for approving my press pass there. So there's that. They did have a different lanyard, but I ended up stopping at the show store and picked up this cool little Emerald ECCC 2024 lanyard here. I figured, what the hell? It's been 10 years since I've been in the show. This is the second time I've been there. First time I went was 10 years ago. And I figured, what the hell? Get a little souvenir to commemorate returning to the show there. So picked that up at the show store. And then while I was out, just quick aside, I did obviously step out to the city and went to Pike Place Market where Golden Age Collectibles is. It is in there, a little comic shop in there. So I picked up a cool little lanyard. Little Spidey. I don't have a Spider-Man lanyard, and I love my lanyard, so I had to grab that. And of course, I took my hog bag from In This Issue Comics, my favorite comic shops, just to carry all my books back in. It's sturdy, so I always keep that in me when I go to conventions. But yes, so while I'm running through this video, I will show some of the footage that I showed in my comics on the show floor video. Just kind of a little B-roll for this video here. A little more footage there. But yeah, it was a pretty good show. Honestly, I will say this, though. I feel there were fewer comic vendors than I was expecting. And I talked to one of the dealers that I was hit up a couple times throughout the weekend, and he even kind of agreed. There were fewer comic dealers, and they were kind of way they were spaced out, too. You got this little map. No convention program, which I always enjoy because I always get those signed. You've seen those. I will show a picture of my original one from Emerald City Comic Con 2014. So I'll overlay that here. And then got this poster from the IDW booth just celebrating Ninja Turtles. And then kind of talking about the new series that comes out in July with Jason Aaron and a couple of creators there. Joel Jones, Raphael Albuquerque, Cliff Chang, and Chris Burnham. So if you're a Turtles fan, be on the lookout for that. And then this one, which one was this one? I forgot this was actually. I think this was, from Paper Cuts, Digital Lizards of Doom. Just saw this one floating around, so I figured, what the hell, I'll snag it up. But yeah, so there's that. And then, nice stack of books. The first book I'll show off because it's already invalidated, or was sort of like obsolete because I have the full set of these coming. Picked up this Fantastic Four Season 1 hardcover from this one booth, and I definitely overpaid for it, I'm sure of that now. But it was from a booth that had mostly retro video games, but they had a nice little stand of comics, hardcovers, and graphic novels and stuff. And I picked up 2 books from them. And they had I was like, hey, how much for the books? Because they weren't priced or anything. They weren't going by the cover. And so he had to scan them in, I'm guessing eBay or something. So I was like, all right, once you do that, I already know it's kind of going downhill. But I ended up going for it because I wanted the book. What I didn't realize was when I got back from the convention, I was going to go back on the hunt. And I found the full set on eBay. So full hardcover set of all the Marvel Season 1 books. There's 11 of them. So that's actually coming the damn recording this. It'll probably be the same day I upload it. One other thing. Oh, actually, we'll do these ones. I had another free book. Where did that go? Oh, some free book and some stickers. This is from like the Bobby Wagner. So this book here, just a book about health and I think, what is it? Yeah. Just basically like comic book combining health and Bobby Wagner of the Seattle Seahawks. And also got a couple of little stickers there. See that one on top is a little bit risque. Other book on the side you won't see yet. And this one I got from Oni Press. I think I posted this on my Twitter. Cemetery Kids Don't Die, #1. I always stop by the publisher booths just to get some pictures, get some video. And I chopped it up with them for a few minutes just about the show. And they were handing this out, so I had to pick that up. And even despite some of my cool pickups I got, which you'll see, this one's one of the coolest things I did. But this is Terry and Rachel Donson, just kind of a little postcard, promo postcard for their Kickstarter, Art of Rachel and Terry Dodson. But this one right here, Batman Superman World's Finest #6, the Rachel and Terry Dodson cover. I got this one signed and personalized. You can see up there. And I was like, hey, would you mind personalize it like a little speech bubble from Supergirl to say "Stay Super, Gino"? So I thought that was just cool as hell. Anytime they do Supergirl, I'm all for it. So yeah, I just thought that was just cool as hell. So let's see what else we got. And then we get into the rest of the books. I got some trades and on a hardcover, cool hardcover here. This one was the other book I got from that retro game dealer booth, because Secret Wars, I've never read Secret Wars. It's one of the books people talk about. I've never read it. And so when I saw it, I was like, what? Hell yeah. So all 12 issues of that. I think what else? Was it just the 12 issues, or was there anything kind of, nope, that's it. So all 12 of those. So I'm looking forward to reading this one. Again, just never read it. I had some of the reprint issues that they gave out with the, some toy 2-packs years ago from the Marvel 3 3/4 inch figures. So, but I never had the full set. But I got that now, so I can read that. And this one I got in a bundle deal with this 2 other books here. X-Men Blood of Apocalypse. I just love picking up X-Men trades if I can. This one was a cool one because it had, especially because it had Sunfire in here, became a Horseman. That was cool because he lost his legs. But yes, Apocalypse, Salvador LaRocca on this one. Oh man, this was such a good read when I read through this the first time. But yeah, it has issues 177 through 187 and Deadpool 26 and 27. So I figured, what the hell? It was such a cheap book. And again, I like just having more X-Men trades. Oh, and this one was one of my favorite covers from that run, that complete run. Just beautiful cover. Like every time I find that for $1, I pick it up. The other hardcover I picked up from him, I have this one. I have all the single issues. I have the trade, and then I figured, what the hell? Umbrella Academy Apocalypse Suite. This is the retailer. Is a Diamond Retailer Edition, I think it's called. But yes, just thinking, what the hell? It is sealed. But Apocalypse Suite, Umbrella Academy Apocalypse Suite is one of my favorite stories. I reread this multiple times. It's just an absolute, just fun, pure fun comics. Just wild shit. I love it. So I kept looking at it and I was thinking, I don't really need it, but a cool hardcover of one of my favorite stories, especially one of my favorite indie stories. Yeah, why the hell not? And then the other book, I think, so yeah, it was a bundle deal with three books. Those 2 and Captain America #6 from the 2004, 2005 run, whichever year it was. First appearance of the Winter Soldier. Bucky's back. That's right. I was eyeing this one. It does have a little bit of a ding and then a crease down here. So that's why the price was already lower than what you probably find in most places. But then I figured, hey, what can we do for all 3 of those? Like, hey, about this? Bet, deal, let's do it. So finally got this one. I'm pretty sure this was on my, did I have this on my 2024 hunt list? It might have been one of my honorable mentions. Can't remember. I have to double check. But yes, finally got this one. Still working on this run. Making progress. So this is the Cap cover. There is the Bucky cover as well, or the Winter Soldier cover. So, and got Baron Zemo. Yeah. Brubaker, Epting, Frank Darmada. Out of Time. That's right. So, yeah, that's cool as hell. And then we get into, oh my goodness, the rest of the back issues are all ASM and Daredevil. Ooh-wee. Oh, yes. But before we jump into those, I want to say, as you can tell, I'm definitely getting a little bit nasally coming down, but been wild weather the last week or so, especially from out there and then coming back here. And just the weather change has been killing my system, but we're powering through the haul, baby. Don't worry about it. So I hit one booth that had, I forgot what I think it was like the books were half off, I'm pretty sure. So I was like, all right, let me go through. Didn't have much for Spider-Man. Obviously, I'm hunting Spider-Man heavy this year. Didn't have much for Spider-Man, but I did hit the Daredevil section. All right, I'm guaranteed to find a bunch of Daredevil. Since I need so much Daredevil in my run still, that's why a lot of my hauls last few years from conventions have always had a nice little stack of Daredevil from each one, because I can always find some stuff that I want. So Daredevil 91, Mr. Fear, You have nothing to fear but Mr. Fear. But that's enough. So, yes. So I picked up 6 Daredevil books from this one dealer. And I even tried to offer him, like, even still, I was like, hey, how about this? And, oh no, first I was like, all right, I had a bunch of books. It's these 6 books. I'm like, hey, do you mind popping them open so I can take a look at the back covers, blah, blah, blah. And the one dude, he was just kind of working there. He kind of, like, the look he kind of gave me just looked kind of confused and lost. Like, he didn't understand what I was trying to say. But I was like, for all of you, I say inspect your books. And even though these were half off, they weren't like major expensive books, I still don't want to go through the process of wasting money on a book and then open it up at home and find out the back cover is just destroyed or something in the interior is just ripped out. And then I not only have wasted money, but then I still have to hunt for that book again. So I don't like to do that. So he was like, go ahead. I think he asked somebody else and then like, go ahead. He's like, whatever. So, okay. But whatever. Here we are. We got Gladiator on Daredevil 113 laid up. And then you see Black Widow up top. The Gladiator strikes back. I don't know what's up with this costume. It's always kind of goofy to me. And then we have Catspaw. What? I've been sent to destroy you, clown, and the Smasher never fails. Oh, never mind. The Smasher. Dream on, mister. This is where Daredevil strikes back. Daredevil 149. Yellow all in the background. You know how we get down Bronze Age era. Yeah. And then we got the Owl. Backed by reader demand. The ominous Owl. Daredevil number 80. Flying sky high. I wonder if is this still Gene Colan? I don't know. I can't remember, but I do love the colors all throughout this. Especially in the background. Everything just pops. It's gorgeous. And that yellow at the top there too. Chef's kiss. And we got Death Beneath a Storm Swept. What? Oh, sky. Vengeance Cries the Copperhead. Daredevil 125. There he is. Double D. And Copperhead. You can hoist it up in the air. You wanted to learn who was buried in this grave, fool, and now you know it's you. That's not good. And then they call me Deathstalker Hero, and here's the reason why. Stairway to Slaughter in Double D 128. I think this might be the last in the 120s I needed. I have to double check, but I'm fairly certain it was. So there's one issue, one of these issues I ended up seeing some marker on I didn't catch right away. Or did I put it back? It was like, it's so obscure that's I can understand why I missed it the first time. Maybe I ended up putting it back because I saw it late. I don't know. I'm confused. Whatever. We'll see. But now we get on to the last few books. Last 5 books were Amazing Spider-Man. And actually 2 of these books were the last purchases of the show. I mean, they were packing up. The show was technically over when I bought these books. And I made a deal with the dealer, and they were trying to figure out how to do it on PayPal because our PayPals were struggling inside for some reason. But yes, 5 Spidey books. Let's do these 2. So these were the last 2 purchases I made of the show. We got Spidey and Doc Ock, ASM 56. Newspaper in the background, that yellow. I love it. Dig it. Is this the wrap up or Spidey's final disaster? Yeah. So that one. And then the Brand of the Brainwasher, ASM 59. This absolute gorgeous book. Got the Mary Jane cover there. This one is just a fantastic looking copy all around. Cover to cover, edge to edge, corner to corner. It is beautiful copy. So these are the last 2 books. And I was eyeing them. I was like, do I get one? Do I get both? And I was like, hey, would you do? He's like, oh, how about this? Bet, let's do it. So yeah, 2 last snags of the day. And then this one was from a different one other dealer. The Night of the Prowler. First appearance of the Prowler. ASM 78. Another just gorgeous copy. That green just absolutely pops. Just look at that. This one another deal. Like all of these were all bundled, even the single issues. I was like, hey, not bundle deals, but like just negotiating. Like, hey, would you take so and so? And I think they were probably definitely a lot more willing to do it since there weren't as many comic dealers, and who knows how many people there were even just buying comics. There were a decent amount of booths still, but I was kind of expecting more. So I don't know. But yeah, it is happy to snag all these sub 100 ASM books. I don't even know which one to show off yet. But whatever you do, wherever you go, never step on a scorpion. ASM 29. We got Spidey. We got Scorpion in the water there. I believe this is the second appearance of the Scorpion there. Ooh-wee. Man, this one just kind of eyeing. I was like, oh, do I get this one? This one and the next book I got were from the same dealer, but I bought them at 2 different times. But yeah, Scorpion there. 730s. Ooh-wee. And the last book, last but not least, we got Spidey Saves the Day, the end of the Green Goblin, ASM number 40, completing this 2-issue stretch with Green Goblin. So in 39, it was revealed that Norman Osborn was the Green Goblin, and here he is. I think in this one, he quote-unquote dies just for a little bit, you know, just hang out in comic book limbo, the comic book eternal waiting room for a little bit. But this one, I think this was the first book I picked up on Saturday. So I talked to the dealer, and we were chopping it up. I was talking about some Spider-Man books, and I was eyeing this one on Friday. I was like, man, that's a good copy. Like, it looks clean. And then I think I had to pop it open, or maybe it was when I went back to buy it. And I kept thinking about it all Friday night, and I was saying, that looks good. So Saturday, I went back in, and I was like, he's like, oh, hey, you're back. And I was like, yeah, I need to get that 40. So I was like, hey, can you pop it out so I can take a look at it? We flipped through all the pages. Everything's complete, looks sharp. And I was like, hey, would you do so-and-so? I think we kind of went back and forth, and yeah, so came home with it. So got 39, got 40, and I already told him about the story for 39. And he's like, hey, man, you already got 39. You might as well you got to get 40 to complete the set. And he was right. And I wanted it, and I got it. So, yes, that is everything. Oh, my goodness. It was such a fantastic, there's all the single issues, some absolute beauties in there. ASM, Daredevil, got Cap issue, got that signed book, which I think is just still absolute. I slipped it in one of these. Where is it at, actually? Lost book. Where did you go? It's somewhere in there. And then I got a couple free issues. I already lost it. Where did you go, Supergirl? Supergirl and Batgirl. Oh, there it is. So, again, getting that one signed and personalized. Fantastic. And that free issue from Only Press there. But yes, fantastic show. I had a good time. Again, just wow. Just to go back there after so long and see, obviously, like I said, I was expecting more comic book dealers, but what I was able to pick up and just kind of see throughout the show and what you saw in the footage there was representative of that. So yeah, that was Emerald City Comic Con 2024. More wrap-up stuff to do. I still want to do a wrap-up piece on my website, so be on the lookout for that. But that is that. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Happy reading, happy hunting, happy collecting. This is Gina from Genotalkscomics, and peace out.